Now, you told me that your wife said that he called it Ocean 11. Now, who decided that? I'm a private contractor.
It was a collaboration. That moniker is insulting.
Yeah, I mean, Danny, it was one job that we did together, so I don't know where this whole, like, proprietary stance comes from. It seems a little possessive.
One could make the argument that because it was in fact Danny's idea. Maybe
No, hang on a minute. We all had our own areas of expertise. I mean, without us, it don't leave your red, mate.
It just hurts, you know, because it seemed like we all agreed to call it the Benedict job. I mean, that's what we called it when we were doing it. You know? If you wanted to call it something else all along, then...
Wait, when you have a problem, who do you go to?
Rusty.
Thanks, Mike. Let's get back on the topic. Based on what we stole plus interest, how much does everybody owe?
$17.34 million. Assuming Benedict gives us prime plus one, which I doubt. Figure 19 to be safe.
Okay, 19 each. Anybody got that?
What? You think the stock market's some great mystery beyond the realm of human understanding? Didn't you see the signs? I saw the signs.
How much is everybody short? How much you short?
14.
You spent all the $5 million?
Yeah, I did. You're gonna start with me in front of everybody? You don't know what it's like to create something from scratch, so just, you know?
Well, with interest, I'm short 7.
I spent about $1 million, mostly on talent development, so that makes it 7 for me. Boy, the interest just kills you.
I'm not 9.
What's the interest?
About 6.
Then I owe 6.
What?
I've been staying at my parents'.
I owe 25. Hotels, man.
That's all?
I haven't spent it all, but I will. I'm out, fellas. As ranking old-timer, I gotta say, I just can't do it. At my age, I think I earn the right to be selfish. I want to thank you all for the wonderful opportunity. You're all aces in my book. But I want the last check I write to bounce.
So, you having a laugh? So, Shashi?
I can handle Saul's share.
You don't have to do that.
Who'd I talk to if you were all dead?
That's a good point. All right, I owe 10. Amazing?
Oh, well, you've been to Hawaii.
Yeah, but it's a nice place.
So that comes to
97, give or take.
He didn't find us on his own. Someone helped him.
Another thief.
Well, there's nobody we know that violate rule number 1. What we do know is we need a job. We need a high-paying job.
Well, now we're too hot to work anywhere in this country.
So we go abroad. How about we go...
On the 5 o'clock.
Good. Where are we going?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam it is. Clock's running, guys. Let's go.
I've never been to Amsterdam.
I heard German girls are really hot.
Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Don't tell Dan.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Cyberland coming back to you with another film review. This time moving on to the second of the Ocean's films. Ocean's 12. So let's just get right to it. This one I did see in theaters because I didn't see the first one in theaters. So pretty much right when the film starts, gets right to the point. Andy Garcia knows who Ocean's 11 is. He knows every member and he wants all the money back, paid with interest. And one by one, you had this eerie music playing, and one by one, it's him talking to each member of the group. And he's letting them know they got 2 weeks to get him his money, otherwise he's going to kill him. And not necessarily he's going to do it, he'll just hire somebody to do it. So, this time, the group can't work in the United States. They have to go somewhere else, they have to go abroad. On top of that, the heat's already onto them, so they have to be very careful. And on top of that, they need a job that's going to get them to not only pay back the money they stole, but also the interest, which none of them have together. So, the group goes to Amsterdam, and they start trying to figure out what to do. At first, they get a job, but already that job has been done once they're about to do it. Come to find out there's another thief in the area named the Night Fox. And the Night Fox is the reason why Andy Garcia found out about the crew. Apparently, one of the rules that thieves have in their guild or in their group is that you do not snitch. You do not, if you know a job's been done, that's the one rule you don't do. You do not tell. If you know who did the job, you do not share that with people that are not part of that organization, because people can get killed. You're stealing from somebody, and you rat out who it is. That person, their family, everybody they know can be, taken out. And with this movie, we also have Julia Roberts returns, but we also have Catherine Zeta-Jones in the film. Whereas the first film, Julia Roberts was the love interest of Danny Ocean. This time, Catherine Zeta-Jones is the love interest of Brad Pitt's character. Of course, she was the love interest at one point in the past. And then in this film, it's present time. She's pretty much trying to catch all of them. At some point, she figures out who they are, and she's trying to get them all arrested and catch them in the act of stealing something. As far as the story for Ocean's 12 was a little... wasn't bad, but I think the problem with it was just too much. Like, just way too much for the brain. And I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to raise the bar for expectation, or they had raised the bar and they were trying to meet that. But I think they should have just made a film and not tried to. And I don't want to say they did, but it just came off like they were really trying to go above and beyond. And I think that's where the film suffered a little bit, because the heist wasn't going to be. It wasn't better than the first one. And I don't really think the third one, the first heist was the best. But the story just kind of felt like, to this one, it felt like a lot of the characters weren't getting as much screen time because it was really focusing on certain elements. Bernie Mac really, and that was disappointing. Bernie Mac really wasn't in the film as much as he could have been, and that was disappointing. I felt if he had gotten more screen time, I probably would have given the rating higher. So for this film, I get a 4 out of 5 yes sirs. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. Some people didn't like it, but I felt that the crew just didn't have as much. I don't feel the cast all got the same amount of screen time, and I could be wrong, but that's just kind of came off. And it just felt a lot of too many moving parts. Maybe some of those parts should have been cut out. But the funny thing is, if you've never seen the film, it's towards the end. We have a cameo appearance from a great actor, which I will eventually get to his films as well, in general. And I thought that was pretty funny. It was interesting because, was he acting or was he just being himself? It just kind of, it was kind of cool. So it was nice to see him in the film. And then as far as the music was about the same music. One of my favorite scenes was with the Night Fox trying to do a heist and then finding out he had done that all for nothing. But when he was trying to do the heist, that was pretty badass. And the music with that was really cool too. I liked how he was doing his groove and thing. That was really cool. As far as the villain of course was Andy Garcia / the Night Fox, whereas Andy Garcia was the villain in the first one. As far as overall, looking back on it, it's a nice addition to one. I don't feel it's better than 1, but I like it. I enjoy it, and you know, I enjoy the films. But I just felt like it wasn't terrible. It just made it was just hard to do a follow up with this one for me. I think it was just a little too much going on. I think that's the way I put it. So if you've seen Ocean's 11 and you have an open mind, then go ahead and watch Ocean's 12. So with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.